The current plan of action is to add a secret piston door for the outer stairs and to improve the stairs going to the mine. This is our stair special. But before we talk about the stairs, before we stare those problems in the face, you can see I have done a little bit of work on the ceiling. At the end of the previous video, I made a little plan for the ceiling. Now I've implemented this kind of rib cage thing. I didn't mean for it to look like a rib cage. Hopefully once I get the emerald blocks in, which I'm not 100% sold on anymore, I think they'll stay. But assuming they remain, once I get the emerald blocks in, it should look less like a rib cage. I've got the two kind of floral designs in. I plan on putting wood in these two bits here, and then in the bits that aren't square, but these 6-block area sections, these two here and those two over there. Not sure what I'll do then. Perhaps I will add some more of these in. Perhaps I'll do something green to go with the emerald green, and blue is always a nice colour combination. I'll see how I feel. But I do like the fact that we've got this lapis that mirrors our water here. That was not the plan, I just happened to have lapis on me. But it works quite well. And I've also added in this little band of slabs here just to make sure that the ceiling is even. Otherwise this would be 3 blocks long, whereas the one on the other end would only be the 2. You can see it took a bit of time getting this right. I moved this wall back 1 block and then I didn't like it, so I moved it to where it was previously. I've changed the lighting a bit, and this isn't actually central to this. But hey, I've not told you, you don't need to know. But enough about that. We need to look at making a secret piston door. Because you may recall when... Right, so I have got 4 pistons, and somewhere, is it here? Is it here? Is it here? No, is it here? Finally, we have got slime balls from all of those pesky little slimes that I've been killing. 4 sticky pistons. Ta-da! Didn't mean to jump there, but that was perfect timing. Right, so if I have a think, we have got pistons, no, they're in the wrong place. I don't want them there. I want them one forward. This is going to be the first bit of redstone that I do in my world. Isn't this an exciting occasion? So pistons there. Wonderful. Nobody will know. And similarly, I mean, unless you watch this video, then you might have an inkling. And in fact, no, I have done that wrong. It was correct in the first place because these need to be able to retract. Right. So, like so. Wonderful. So currently flush with this long stretch of wall. And then these go like so and like so. Marvellous. Now, I haven't planned this out, as I think is basically my motto at this point, but it should work out nicely. So I'm going to need all of these to be extended. So let's do that. So if I... hang on, I can probably extend both of them at once, can't I? So if I have this there, and that's... aha! Wonderful. So, one block of redstone here, power that. My understanding is that the redstone powers this block, which powers this piston, and the redstone also powers this piston itself because it goes into it. That's my understanding of the redstone. I may be totally and utterly incorrect, but never mind because it works. So let's go and do this on the other side. So I've got my pistons back here. I want there to be redstone there, and then my redstone torch goes there. Fantastic. And I'm just breaking that block out of ease so that I can see what I'm doing quickly and easily. Right, so I think the next thing that I'm going to want to do is make sure that this redstone is nicely connected to the other bit on the other side of the foyer. Now, obviously I can't just dig in a straight line because I've got my, room? My storage room, well, my short-term storage room right here. Oh no, I'm going to have to get some smooth stone to patch that up. Have I got any already? Aha, I do. Oh, I come prepared. Fantastic. So, if this is my storage room that I need to avoid, let's mine under here. This is great. And then how many blocks wide is this? I've got, well, it's 4 blocks across and then another 2 for the walls to avoid. So 6 blocks, I believe, before I can go back up. And is this my piston? Yes, it is. Well, wonderful stuff. Right. And I think a torch is definitely in order because it's a little bit dark. So what I want to be able to do is have a control panel here. And I'll eventually make it look pretty. But for now, I want... let's clear this out. But for now, I want to have at least 1 button. I think I'll have 2. I think I'll have a running option, sorry, a walking option and a sprinting option. But if I have 2 buttons, then this one can be my walking pace if I'm out of food. This one can be my running pace if I'm not out of food. So, if this is extended, what I basically need to be able to do is press that button and instantly start running. So let's get that nicely hooked up. So let's see. A bit of cobblestone here. Fantastic. And with my redstone hooked up, if I press this button, does that do anything? No, it doesn't. For quite an obvious reason. Okay. So let's make all of this redstone on the same level. I'll put this torch in the middle. If I press this, will it extend both? It does. Okay. I don't quite understand why. Is this redstone powering this block? I'm not sure, but it works. And now... Oh, this will need to go slightly wider thinking about it. But if this goes like so, this button should... Marvellous. So I start running, and I'll need to time this perfectly, such that this will open when I need it to. So if I go the long way round, down these stairs, like this, and then through my door and back up my stairs, which I will at some point decorate to look nice, but that's not the plan for today. Then I will very quickly get to my buttons, please. They're further than I thought. Okay, so fantastic. And now that I've got this sorted, I've just broken my redstone, fantastic. I can get sorted with this. Great. And I can't destroy that block here because that's going to show. So let's do things like this. Okay, good. So that's going in there. But I also want it to do this and go over to the other side. So if I just make a trail of redstone dust, this should connect up to here, which it does, but not exactly the way that I want it to. Right, so that goes to here. I'm beginning to understand why people don't make videos of just them doing redstone, because I must admit this is rather boring. But never mind, rather boring is my brand? I don't have a brand. That's not the point. Let's put another torch down because it's getting a bit dark. Destroy this block so I can actually move about the place. And this connects. I will need to get some redstone repeaters. But let's just have a quick look to see how far this goes. Okay. Let me then go and make some repeaters, which will require some smooth stone. But we know we've got smooth stone because I have already been using it. Oh my word, this is bad commentary even for my sorry standards. So, if I quickly grab some stone, wonderful, I should be able to make a good amount of redstone repeaters if I turn all of these into torches. That's fantastic. Like so. Is that not the oh, hang on, I need redstone in the middle. There we are. I thought I messed up what the recipe was. Right, 3 redstone repeaters should be enough to get me back. And I think for now I'll just use my my axe to get my way in and out of here. But if I replace these blocks that I've just broken, and in fact, while I'm here, let me just make this block out of planks as well. There we are. I think most of this will be made of planks soon enough, but for now, let's just have it like this. And how far does this need to go? If I put a repeater there, whoops, I did not mean to destroy that torch. There we go. And in fact, I'll extend this a tiny bit just so that I can, whoops-a-daisy, just so that I can get this redstone all the way through. Though in fact, it might already be enough. So let's walk the way back up. And if this works, fantastic. Oh my word! That's amazing. Okay, so all I need now is to get the correct amount of delay. Oh, that pleased me no end. But I just need to get the correct amount of delay, and then I'll be hunky-dory. I'll be laughing. It'll be wonderful. So let's get all of my repeaters on maximum, on the maximum setting, and see if I can run from... Nope, I'm going to need some more repeaters. Okay. In that case, let me... I shouldn't need too much, but let's make some more sticks. Wonderful, 16 sticks, so that's 8 repeaters, which should be more than enough, but it means that after the video, because I don't think there's much point in me doing this in video, I'm only going to do this once, just out of, proof of concept and all that. But this should be enough repeaters for my slowed down version as well. Because, as I say, I want to have one version that's fit for running, one version that's fit for walking, so that all eventualities are well and truly covered. Let's see if this is doable. So, press the button, press the button. Look at that timing. Why is that? What's happened here? Oh, I've done a thing. Okay, I did not mean to do that. So I think this is going to actually have to work slightly differently. Another piece of repeater here on full, these two on full, and then this. Oh no, there's a torch in the way. That going up there. Let's put a torch down. Great. Come on now. Come on now. This should work. This should allow me access to run across. That's pretty much perfect. I did stop halfway through, and I think it could be made a little bit tighter. But I've just done a redstone. And again with the jumping and glitching. But look, I've done a redstone. Right, so I stand here, press the button. That's cool. I'm going to do that one more time, and then I'm going to go and get ready for my second task. Oh, this is so much fun. Oh, so imagine I'm coming up this. I'm going to call this the service corridor from now on, or for the time being. So going up the service corridor, press the button, that opens. I sprint, that opens, that receives me, and it closes. Oh, that is beautiful. Ah, that pleases me no end. Oh, I'm so chuffed with that. Oh, my word. First bit of redstone in my world. Fantastic. Oh. It does take it takes longer than you would expect to actually run through here. Oh, that's so cool. Oh, I'm so happy. I'm so proud of that. Right, now I'm just going to get some cobblestone, because you have not seen my mine for some time. Oh, and you can see here I need to cut this tree and that tree down because they're floating. I'm sorry, it annoys me as much as it annoys you. And here's the remains of my practice ceiling before I took all of the resources aside from the wood and snow. But anyway, here's my mine from, I believe, my second ever video. And getting down here, it doesn't half bang your head, and it's not the speediest of processes to go from up here to down there. And I want to be speedy. I want to be a little efficient old thing. So I'm just going to absent-mindedly place some stairs and talk to you about politics, because there is... Well, I was going to say there's nothing I love more. That's not true. I do like talking about a few things more. But I do find it very important to talk about politics where possible. But it's Wednesday, and in the UK it was the Prime Minister's question time, as it always is on a Wednesday. And you may have heard on the news the fact that 2 murderers were jailed for quite some time. I believe it was 2 days ago. It was under a week ago. ago. The murderers of Brianna Gray or Gay or whatever her surname was. It was something along those lines. But she was a transgender girl, roughly my age, I think slightly younger. But she was a trans teen who was brutally murdered. It was awful. I'm talking about it with, I wouldn't say a light tone of voice, but it's very dark subject matter, but it is important to talk about. And in the Prime Minister's question time today, her mother was in the chamber observing the questions. Keir Starmer, who, although I am pro-Labour, I'm not always pro-Keir Starmer. He makes good points, he makes bad points. But he was speaking with, or attacking, however you want to put it, Rishi Sunak, who I do not like in the slightest, and saying basically you need to be held accountable for the fact that the country is going down the pan, because believe it or not, the country is going down the pan. But regardless, Rishi Sunak comes back and says, well, you turn on everything, including whether or not a man, or not a man, whether or not the definition of a woman, basically, is what he says. And he makes a joke. He says, oh, well, that was really only a 99% change. It made sense in the context. Look it up. You should look it up. These things are important. And there have been people saying, no, Rishi Sunak shouldn't have said this. That's offensive to transgender people. And it is, to be fair, offensive to transgender people. But I do not care about being offended. I think, to be perfectly honest, people are far too easily offended nowadays. Instead, he should apologise, because it's harmful to people such as myself. But to just making such comments and such jokes validates the transphobia that needs to disappear from this country, because it is a problem and it is a fear going outside every day for people like me. And I do not intend to be preachy. That is not what me playing Minecraft, normally having fun, is for. But it's a thing that happened today, and the fact that our Prime Minister is happy to make transphobic jokes at transgender people's expenses makes the situation for transgender people worse. And if you are somebody who is watching my video and did not hear about this on the news, I hope that you look this up and you do a little bit of research. It doesn't have to be much. 5 minutes is all it will take. But just to understand why this is shocking, because to make fun at the expense of transgender people while the mother of a murdered transgender teen is in the building observing you, that's a level of scum. I try to not get angry, but this does make me really, really angry. And yeah, it needs to be spoken about, and luckily it is being spoken. Preaching to you about such issues. I finished the stairs, I finished the piston doors, and I'm happy that I've had the little opportunity to speak with you about current affairs of the day, of literally today. And I want to bid you all farewell, and thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for subscribing. I've got, over the course of yesterday, I managed to get a good few subscribers, and if you're one of those people, thank you very much. I have noticed your arrival, and your arrival is appreciated. But I do hope that you have a utterly lovely day. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't know how long it's going to end